What's up guys? So in today's video we're going to be playing some Madden. So what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to be starting a franchise league that I will only be playing for YouTube specifically. I'm in a few other leagues as you guys can see on my screen here, so I have plenty of leagues I can play in general. Only 2 of those are active ones that I play like most days. I like to play Madden a lot, so I figured I would just integrate it into my content. Why not? You know, it's just going to be extra videos on top of the regular uploads. Because I play a lot of Madden towards the nighttime, or like when I'm winding down for the night, so I have free extra time to, you know, record and all that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to drop a like and sub. Here's today's YouTube comment shout out, and let's go ahead and start getting into the rules and everything. Alrighty guys, so long story short, we are going to be playing with the Raiders here. So I'm going to be picking the rules and everything. So before I pick the rules and everything, I will go ahead and make the password real quick, so we'll tune back in once I click on the password and everything, so I don't leak it by accident through the video and people don't just start randomly joining. Honestly, this series does really well. We might even do a community league. I know that sounds a little messy, like it could be a little messy, but at the same time, I think it could be fun and a little interesting as well. Never know. You know, we'll see what we can do here. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started with it, and I'll be back with you guys once we have the rules all set up ready to go. Alrighty guys, so we are back with this now. So basically, I got all the rules all completed, so we're going to be going through all of these. So we're going to be playing all Madden. We're going to be playing 9 minutes for the quarters. Minimum play clock time will be 20 seconds. You guys can see all the following rules here. We'll have accelerated clock on, that way the games aren't all that long, or not like too long. Let's see. And then we'll be doing the full control season experience, so literally everything I'll be in control of. Now here are the main rules that I'm changing up for it. So I turned off the trade deadline. I put trade difficulty on easy because they give way too much value to the quarterbacks and stuff like that. Also, we do have a rule for that set up, by the way, for the quarterback, because when I do fantasy draft, it's a little complicated. So basically, if you don't get an early pick in the fantasy draft, you're just not going to get a quarterback. It just never happens. So you have to get lucky, basically. So in order to negate that, what I do instead is I just allow myself to get one quarterback from the league, and then that's the quarterback that I'm stuck with. I can choose to trade him or not for extra players or something, but I cannot get him back if I do trade him like that. So that's the #1 rule. That way I can't just trade back and forth and keep getting stacked players. So the rule is once I trade him away or get rid of him, I cannot get him again. So even if I got someone like Patrick Mahomes and I trade him away for some players, I cannot grab him back again. That's the rule that I'm setting for myself so I don't break the game. We're also keeping salary cap on, that way for players for re-signing and stuff like that, it's still fair. The only thing I'm going to be doing is clearing cap penalties for trades. They charge way too much for the cap penalties. I think at one time I traded Mahomes in the league and they straight like gave me like 100 million off of his contract that I had to pay still, even though he was off my team. So I just thought it was really dumb. So I will clear my cap penalties throughout the season, so you guys will see that. So the free agent motivation impact, so that's going to stay normal. I'm not going to put it on easy, obviously, otherwise I'd just be able to sign whatever players I want. Practice squad stealing, I mean, that works, whatever. You know, it's just going to be people off my team because I don't really steal off practice squads, nothing like that. Relocation settings, so we are possibly during the second season, or if we do a separate league, I'll do a different team, but I think I'm just going to stick with the Raiders for this league. You already know how Raiders for me are. I mean, I have Raider in my name. You guys should know that I love the Raiders. I've been a fan for a long time, but also they haven't been doing that well until more recently, and I'm very excited for what they're going to be doing this year. We turn injuries off, practice injuries, pre-existing, progressive fatigue. So the prospect storylines are still on, so you can get like little boosts in here and stuff like that. For your players, draft timer obviously will stay on. Let's see, league type, all. Career clock is on, so people can retire and stuff like that. That way I don't just keep broken players for however long that I keep them. We'll be trading all the old players at the end of each season, boys. That's what I usually do. So minimum roster size, that gives me a little space to have some cut room. And then the rest of the rules are normal. So besides that, boys, that's pretty much all the rules that I'm running with here. So we're going to set the starting point. Fantasy draft. We are playing with the Raiders here. Now, I'm wondering if we should use a custom coach or not, or if we should just stick with the one that we have now. I'm considering just sticking with one that we have now because I'm not sure what kind of traits the other ones will have if I do a custom coach. So we're just going to keep it as is. Everything's all set up. I don't have to change my role or anything, so we're all good there. So we're going to go ahead and head into the fantasy draft, and yeah, boys, we're going to go ahead and get it started. Alrighty, guys, so we are here in the draft. So we ended up with pick 16. So honestly, not that great of a start. I usually have a strat with this, but I did not get within the first 10 picks, and that strat only works if I go within the first 10 picks. So what we're going to be doing here is I'm actually thinking about just drafting maybe a running back just to start off, or maybe even just a 99 player in general. So we're going to go ahead and check out who's left. We might just go with McCaffrey here. I'm not sure. Getting Crosby won't be too difficult if I do get Patrick Mahomes, so I'm just gonna go with McCaffrey here. All right, so we got McCaffrey round 1. Not too shabby, boys. Let's head into round 2. So pick 16 again. So we're stuck at pick 16. I don't think I clicked snake. I think I meant to click snake, but I didn't. All good. So we'll continue here. So a lot of trading value out of Travis Kelce for sure. Definitely gonna be doing a lot of trading, boys. You guys will see why I do a lot of trading once we get to the draft and stuff. So basically in the draft, I'm only going to be picking up to 20 picks, or 20 to 25 picks, sorry. If we end up doing 25, it's just going to be bottom of the barrel players. The whole reason why I do that is because the draft is just going to take way too long. Realistically, this video is going to be like a year long just to do that. And we still got to get through trades and stuff, so we don't know exactly how long this video is going to be. So let's just go ahead and get to the rest of the draft. Finish it up here. So let's see. Nobody, yeah, there's no more 99 players. So I'm gonna start looking over here. So Derrick Henry's still there. Not exactly sure. Yeah, see, as you guys can see here, all the QBs are already gone. So we might even search up in the wide receiver department because there isn't really a whole lot left. So we're gonna definitely need a wide receiver 1. I think Hopkins would be pretty good, not too bad. If not, then we could go with their O-line here, especially with Trent Williams still out there. I'd say we go with Trent Williams, just you know, beef up our O-line a little bit. I know it says the value is a little low, but trust me, having that on the line, it's going to be insane, especially if you make good trades with McCaffrey. Okay, so let's see. So we already have a running back, so we're good there. But oh, we already talked about trading though, so we might even just pick up Derrick Henry as well. Pick up Derrick Henry side by side with McCaffrey there. Okay, round 5, boys. All positions. So let's see. We already have a left tackle. I'd say we go for maybe a center. A left guard wouldn't be too bad even. Or we can go with the defensive player here. I'm gonna go ahead and check out what they got left. Okay, they don't have a whole lot left on the defensive side, so I might have to start picking over. So we're going to go with Tyrann Mathieu. And then we're going to go for a middle linebacker next. We need to beef up our offense and our defense. Can't just be beefing our offense only. So let's go ahead and check out middle linebacker. Mario Davis is still there, so it's looking like a good look possibly. Look through some of these other positions real quick. Okay, Jason Kelce is still there. If he's still there by the next round, we're for sure grabbing him. Because Ragnar already went, so we're definitely going to be picking somebody off offense next one. So let's go ahead and draft Demario Davis. Once again, Demario Davis, he's going to be good to run for a season or two. Then he might age out, so we can just trade him then. Build up his worth a little bit. So let's see. Round 7 now, boys. So it looks like Jason Kelce might have gotten swiped off the board. Semi-early. Oh no, he's still here actually. We might even be able to go one more round without him. So let's go ahead and pick a position that we do need. Joe Pitonio, that wouldn't be bad for a left guard, not at all. Yeah, not bad at all. Then we're gonna grab Jason Kelce, and then our line should be pretty set here. I know I'm drafting a lot of older players right now, boys, but at the same time, they can always just be traded later. And a lot of these players are top of their position, so they're also really good trade value as well. So don't worry, just let me cook. I'll try my best here to maybe stack my defense a little bit more now, since we already got the O-line going and everything. So we could pick up Bobby Wagner. If not Bobby Wagner, we could grab a forward safety and Micah Hyde. I'm going to go ahead and go with Hyde only because I don't know how much longer he's going to be here. And we already have a good middle linebacker. So we have Tyrann Mathieu, Micah Hyde back there at safety, or forward safety. Alrighty, a strong safety, go with Harrison Smith. We don't know how long he's going to be up for. His trade value is already up, so, or his pickup value, sorry. Alrighty, now I'm going to kind of look at our D-line here just a little bit. We are going to grab Matt Crosby with Mahomes, so we won't have to worry about a left end. However, we do need to worry about a right end. We could also use my first draft picks to possibly grab Micah Parsons. Get a stacked D-line, not exactly sure. But if not, then we might as well go ahead and grab some defensive tackles. I think Michael Pierce would be great, honestly. Not a bad pickup. He's only 30, so he's got a few more years under his belt as well. So we'll go with Michael Pierce here. Alright, we'll go ahead and check out middle linebacker, see what the situation is there. So Bobby Wagner is still on the board, so we're going to go ahead and grab him. We might as well. His tackle is a 97. We could use that, especially on rush plays or rush defense. Alright, so let's go ahead and go into the next round here. So we're in round 13, boys. We're getting closer to the end of it. So Jimmy Ward is still up there, a strong safety, so I think we might go with him. If not, then we might go with Fletcher Cox here. It's kind of looking like we should go with him, though. Still a really good defensive player. We could use a good backup. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and make pick 14 here. Also, kickers and punters are never really picked in the draft. I can always just sign one, so I'm not going to grab one. But just a heads up on that. So in the cornerback position, I believe we are going to have to use some first rounders to grab some players. Especially our left and outside linebackers definitely are going to need some help. However, let's see if we can grab somebody a little bit better in the 80 range. There we go, Fletcher Cox. That's going to help out defensive tackle there. Okay, now we need to look a little bit more on offense because we don't really have a wide receiver core at the moment. We don't have any backup players. So we're going to run with not Adam Thielen. I know he's really good, but he's also, I believe he's age 34. He's 33. I'd say we just go with him just for now, and then we can trade him later, I guess, in the season. We could use the backup potential there. So we don't really have a wide receiver one, boys. I just realized that. That was our first wide receiver we picked. So we're going to have to get a lot of value out of that Mahomes trade and try to maybe even see if we can get pick number 1 plus players off the team. So we'll have to see. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do it, but we'll try our best here. So we're going to go with Zay Jones as well as another backup for wide receiver. And then we're going to go ahead and start looking at tight end so we can get some decent tight end backup here. We do have Travis Kelce, and then when we do trade him, we'll grab another tight end a little bit lower plus picks. So we'll give him Zach Ertz as a little bit of support in the back. I know they're going to say his draft value is low. Trust me, his draft value is not that low, guy. Okay, so now we have some running backs here. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe we can just get Casey Hayward, get a little bit of backup, because realistically we are only going to get 1 to 2 cornerbacks off of trades and stuff. Like any cornerback 1s or 2s are probably going to be somewhere in like the low 80s and then maybe a low 90s player that we're grabbing. So gonna need a little bit of backup over there in the cornerback position. So Jordan Hicks is still up there for middle linebacker. Not a bad move, honestly, but I am going to be kind of looking towards my O-line a little bit because I don't want to dip a little too low either. So right tackle, there's a 78 there. I'm thinking maybe we go with him just to be safe. Okay, now we're in pick 17 here. Getting pretty close to the end, boys. Or pick, yeah, pick 16. Sorry about that, not 17. So we're going to go ahead and pick up Hicks. He's going to be a decent backup in the middle linebacker position. His draft value is pretty good as well, so go ahead and grab him. So now we're going to be looking possibly, yeah, we'll go with the right end backup here. So looking like we're going to pick up Leonard Floyd. Pick up Leonard. Alrighty. Now let's head into the next one, boys. So round 22. I'm thinking maybe we go with another backup. Possibly a left end backup here for Crosby. Someone we can develop. He has a decent acceleration, not bad at speed. But this guy's agility and acceleration are better. Plus his speed isn't terrible. I think we'll go with Will McDonald, whatever this guy's name is. We'll go with him. Alrighty, so now we are around 23. So I have been going a little bit ahead. I'm not exactly sure why I thought I was a few picks back. I was reading the pick number and not the round number. So ignore anything I said about it being a certain round when it wasn't that round. But we're in round 23, so we are just going to go to 25 since we're already pretty much here. So we possibly could go with I'm thinking a right outside linebacker because I know that here we go. EJ Speed has really good trade value during the season. Yeah, he has a really good trade value. A lot of teams always offer in franchises for some reason, like right away. So maybe we can get some trade value out of him. Let's go ahead and check the left outside linebacker. I believe that's the one that we need. Yes, we do. So we do need a left outside linebacker. So we're going to go with Justin Houston there. Actually, no, let's go a little bit younger, actually. That way we can have a development player. Marcus Golden is also pretty old. Okay. You know what? We're just going to go with Justin Houston. He's the best option we have at the moment, so we're just going to have to go with it. Alrighty, so one last pick, guys. Like I said, 25 picks. And I'm thinking maybe here we probably go for a position that's a little empty. So let's see if Kyle Juszczyk is still around. Juszczyk is still around, so we can use him actually if we wanted to. He's a good blocker at least. So I'd say we go with him for our last pick. Okay, so we got Kyle Juszczyk, boys. So that's going to be the last pick I'm going to be making here. I'm going to be simming the rest of the draft. Even though there's probably good players, you know, I'm not even going to look because I know there's going to be good players left I'm going to want to keep picking. But we already promised we're only going to be doing this, so we're going to go ahead and skip ahead in the draft. We're going to advance to the end of the draft. Alrighty, and then we'll be back once it finishes simming. Alrighty, guys, so we're going to be setting our season goal here, and we also are going to be setting up the opening day keys and doing all these tasks and stuff. I am going to be showing you guys the final roster before I start trading, and then I will show you guys in the next video the product of our trading. So we're going to go over our rosters and stuff right now as well. So let's go ahead and set our season goal. We are definitely making it at least a playoff, so we're going to set that for the first year at least. Not sure about Super Bowl, but we will see. Also, I did sim past preseason. I know nobody wants to watch preseason gameplay. I mean, half the time it's just you playing with trash players, since it switches in and out between players that are on your roster. So let's go ahead and see the opening day keys here. So obviously we're going to go for a dominating offense because, you know, pretty good at offense. So we'll have to see. Definitely going to be the passing game more than the running game. There's superiority. Throw for 350 plus. Not too bad. Game planning tip. Yep. Alrighty, so we're going to upgrade some players. Let's see if we can upgrade here. This is good also because since they're upgraded, we can get more trade value out of some of these players possibly here. If they are being traded, I'm not exactly sure. I guess we can upgrade some of our staff as well, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. We're going to start with the offensive coordinator and work a little bit on receivers. So we're going to stack that stat a little bit. Okay, let's see if we can get another one going. There we go. There's the line right there. So it's an O-line boost awareness. Okay, now we're going to bounce back here. Okay, so basically now what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at our roster. Then after that, we'll pretty much end the video there. So at QB right now, we got Patty Mahomes, Carson Wentz, and Dugan. Those guys are probably all going to be gone by the time I trade. So we got McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Kyle Juszczyk. We've got Thielen, Zay Jones, Byron Pringle. So as you guys know, we're shambles in the wide receiver department. Do not worry, I will be making those trades, and I'll show you guys in the next video which trades I make as well. So we got Travis Kelce over tight end, most likely going to be traded as well. Trent Williams, we're definitely going to keep. Joe Bitonio, we're definitely keeping. Kelce, we're keeping until the end of the season at least. Then we'll trade him away at the end. And then our other side, so our right guard and our right tackle is a little shambles. We might be able to grab somebody a little bit better, maybe in the 80s for each. But we'll have to see how the trading and negotiations go. We also need some major help in left end and right end as well, or actually mainly left end. Right end could probably survive without Micah Parsons. Let's see, we got Michael Pierce, Fletcher Cox. That's for defensive tackle. We need another third solid one, at least in the 70s minimum. So we'll have to see what that. Left outside linebacker, Justin Houston. So we definitely still need help there. Middle linebacker, I think we're set. Honestly, we have a decent set of 3. We have a right outside linebacker. Definitely needs a decent backup as well, or we need a good starter. Let's see, us also as well for cornerback, we need some help. However, on forward safety or both safety positions, we're actually pretty set, so we'll stay with those for now. Maybe we can trade up later, I'm not exactly sure. And then also for our kicker, we have Kaimi Fairbairn. I signed him right off of free agency right now. And we also got AJ Cole off of free agency as well, as I predicted. The only thing is that Justin Tucker did get picked up. That was the only thing that I really took from the draft that I should have picked. I didn't know that he was going to be taken off the board. The only thing that was up was Jake Elliott and Kaimi Fairbairn. So I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and just go with Fairbairn, because I have him in another league as well. Anyways, boys, that's pretty much going to cut it for this first video of Madden. So don't expect a ton of these Madden League videos. I am going to be playing it a lot, but recording it, but then spacing it out in between videos or times where I need to upload a ton of videos that I'm not going to be online for. I'll put this in somewhere in the gap to kind of fill in here and there. But I will record each and every single game that I play on this league specifically, and I'll go ahead and upload it to you guys. I'm going to be trying my best. I don't really talk a whole ton while I play, but I will try my best to start doing that, you know, just to make it more interesting. I'll be trying my best to make it as interesting as possible. You know, I'm just mixing up my content right now, guys. You guys know I'm switching off my game, so I'm trying my best to just, you know, move forward, move ahead with everything. I really hope that this music that also doesn't get me demonetized. I'm not sure how that works for video games. The music's been playing this whole time that I've been talking and stuff, so you know, we just have to keep it as it is and hope that maybe it's still monetized still. Anyways, boys, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the video in the description, or in the comment section, sorry. And I will let you guys know how the feedback went in the next video's description is what I meant to say. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Laters.